We're now going to look at the servicing of the TSV601 mixer valve. To start the service on the TSV601, first we will remove the mixer valve outlet by undoing the 4 cap head bolts on the front. This has 2 O-rings, which are on the drawing. The 2 O-rings at the front there. Next, we will remove the mixer valve seal plate, which is nylon. This will reveal 2 further O-rings on the actual body itself. These again are highlighted on here. We will then remove the air cylinder from the back of the mixer valve. To do this, we have to remove the 4 cap head bolts holding the air cylinder in. The rear of the TSV601 contains a piston and the 2 spools which fit into the piston, and then there's an O-ring on the adjuster nut which is at the top, an O-ring on the piston and an O-ring on the shaft as well. So what we're going to do is to remove the air cylinder from the top. Once you've removed the bolts from the rear of the air cylinder, we can pull the air cylinder off of the mixer valve to reveal the piston. There's an O-ring on the piston and an O-ring on the main body. When you remove the piston, it pulls the 2 spools from the mixer valve. Sometimes this needs a little bit of help just to ease the piston out, and then the whole assembly comes out as one, revealing the 2 spools. The spools have 2 O-rings on them which need replacing, which are in the service kit. Once we've removed the piston and the air cylinder and the 2 spools from the TSV601 main body, we can change the seals in the rear of the wet side of the TSV601. In order to remove the seals, we have to firstly undo the plate, which is held in by a cap screw. There's 2 cap screws at the side and then 1 in the middle. We have to remove these to take the plate off. This then reveals the 2 adjuster nuts which are fixed into the metal plate of the TSV601. Inside the back end of the TSV601, we now can see the chevron seals which are fitted in the back. So we can pull the chevron seals out and we can replace them. These chevron seals are shown on the diagram here. The rear seal nuts on the mixer valve are adjustable. As you tighten them, they compress the PTFE chevrons. These nuts are in the main body. Once they've been tightened right down, they will protrude from the plate. You can see them protruding here. So before we put this plate back on, we need to make sure we wind them back out again so that they are flush with the main plate on both of them, both sides. so that they do not press down on the new seals that we have just installed in the back end of the TSV601. Putting the unit back together is exactly the same in reverse. So we just put the plate back on, we will tighten up the screws, and then we will put the air cylinder on with the two spools, and then we will put the outlet plate back on again that comes at the front with the new seal plate as per this drawing.